What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here, not at the House of Masks, because in today's video we are going to attempt to go Halloween hunting. Yes, that is right. I am going to try to give you guys a Halloween hunting episode. I am going to be staying local, just seeing how it goes if I stay here in Chillicothe, hit a couple thrift shops, hit like the Walmart and a couple other retail shops, and just see how it goes. I have a feeling that we may be in luck, because when I walked out this morning, everything was foggy. It's a nice nipply morning. I just think that it is kind of the atmosphere and the tone and the mood for this type of thing. So hopefully we can go out and score some stuff. And if not, you know what? That's okay too, because we've had worse happen to us. And we can't really lose today. We're staying local. It's not going to be a big deal if I don't find anything. So fingers crossed, let's go out and see what we can do. Alright, so we're going to start out at the Salvation Army. I am starting, real cool man, I am starting with a thrift store because I feel like that's where the most anticipation is for most of us. We want to go in and see if there is a vintage score, which I absolutely love, and I have scored some cool vintage stuff at this thrift store. We only have two. I started at the best one because it's the furthest away, and we're going to work ourselves back towards town. We are on the main strip here in town where pretty much all of the stores are anyway, so from here we'll go to Menards, and then just whatever else happens in whatever order that it happens. So first up, Salvation Army. Let's go. Alright, so definitely not the worst I've ever seen there. Definitely not the best. They only had a couple little crappy crap masks, no cool vintage grails or anything like that. I did go ahead and scoop up that weird skull guy. It's just like an oversized skull with that clear translucent plastic that's been painted over. A lot of 90s stuff is like that, and it just has like a weird nostalgic thing with me. So I went ahead and got that. It was 13 bucks, which isn't super cheap. I would have rather it been like $5 or $6, but it is what it is. It is one score so far, so that's cool. We'll head over to Menards now, and I know that they have their Halloween stuff out because I was in there a few weeks ago and I went live and showed YouTube some of their Halloween stuff, but it has changed since then, so I'm excited to see what else they've got in there. Timmy's gang, Timmy's gang, Timmy's gang, Timmy's gang, Timmy's gang. Real cool wheels, man. Real cool. Wow, that's real cool, man. So I know that a lot of people that are watching this are either not around me at all, as in Ohio, and even more specifically, a lot of people aren't in America and they don't know what Menards is. Basically, it's a giant hardware store. They have literally anything for home improvement, so think Lowe's or Home Depot or something like that. But for us, this is how we know the Halloween season is rolling in, because Menards always has their Halloween stuff out first, and they honestly do a pretty good job with their Halloween selection. So let's run in here and see what Menards has to offer. It's okay. Nothing really stood out. I think maybe this is the not coolest year that I've seen them have. They had quite a lot of stuff, and it was much different from the first setup that they had, but nothing really stood out. So I'll just say, Trying to figure out where to go next. I'm thinking maybe Walgreens might be the next stop. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's really anywhere else that would be that cool. Never really impressed with TJ Maxx, so I think I'm going to skip that. And CVS is always pretty lame, so I think I'm going to skip that. And if I feel like I don't have a good enough video, I'll just go to those places. So I think Walgreens is next. We'll do Walgreens, then we'll try that other thrift store, and then we'll go to the Mart of Walls. Okay? Okay. Okay. It was alright. It wasn't Walgreens' best, but it wasn't their worst for sure. I feel like Walgreens always does a pretty solid job. They've always got a lot of like Nightmare Before Christmas stuff and some decent like officially licensed things. They had those Freddy's and the Reagan and the Pennywise and the Beetlejuice. Those are pretty cool. But yeah, just nothing that still blew my skirt up or anything. So maybe this next thrift shop will just have a Ghost Glow or a Vintage Clown or something cool sitting there. Probably not, but maybe. You never know.
Right.
Now that thing that I said about finding something here is probably, definitely, absolutely, positively not going to happen. I don't think I've ever found anything cool, even remotely like decently Halloween related at this Goodwill, which is weird because typically the Goodwills are where it's at. When we go Halloween hunting in different cities, the Goodwills always trump out the fucking Salvation Armies. But for some reason, we have the world's worst Goodwill. I can say that with full confidence because I've been to dozens of other Goodwills and none of them even remotely come close to how terrible this Goodwill is. So I'm hoping that with me saying all this, I'm wrong. I just walk in here and it's just Halloween Central. There's all kinds of cool old Halloween stuff. But like I said, probably not gonna happen. We'll see. Goodwill. They had masks. I've never seen anything other than like a foam How to Train Your Dragon mask here. So that's pretty good, man. Like, it was just nice to see something in there, and they had more than one mask. They had like a screen mask, and they had another, maybe Mitt Romney. Was that who that was? I don't know, but good for them. Good for them. Let's go to Walmart. Real cool parking spot, man. Real cool. Bet you can't wait to vote for Trump. I could be wrong, but it doesn't look like they're set up. Maybe a little bit, but not fully. Another very display, but I gotta say I'm pretty impressed with everywhere so far, because typically I leave just talking shit about them, saying how terrible they are and how disgusting it is and how it's not cool and how they should make it better, and everywhere has been okay so far, which is much better than bad. So yeah, good for Halloween hunting. I really can't think of anywhere else that I want to go today, so I think that might conclude this episode. I will go back to the building, show you guys the 2 scores that I got, because I did pick up 2 things, and then that will do it. So give me a second, we'll teleport to the building, and I'll show you guys these pieces. Okay, finally back at the building, and I think that is going to do it for today, even though there are other places that I could technically go. Dollar General, CVS, I forgot about Ollie's. That would have been a good one to hit, I think, so maybe I'll do a part 2. But real quickly, I just wanted to show off my scores from today. First up, we have this vintage looking clown, antique looking clown, whatever you want to call it. Definitely a cool piece. Doesn't even really need repainted, although I may end up doing some stuff to it. That came from Walmart. It was $5 and some change. And then the one that I'm really excited about is this crazy cool plastic skull guy. I don't know, he's just very 90s Halloween to me, and I dig that, so he's gonna go somewhere here in the office space. But he's got batteries and a switch. I think he may light up, may make some noise. We will have to find out. So yeah, those are my scores for today. Not too bad. Definitely not the worst Halloween hunting I've ever had, especially for staying in Chillicothe. So I think that this gives me the green light to go ahead and venture out. After we knock out the second Chillicothe Halloween hunting, we'll probably end up going to some other places. And I want to go to Foy's, because I always go to Foy's. So we'll end up towards Dayton at some point and do a full Foy's video. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope that you've enjoyed it. Another year of Halloween hunting. I'm excited. You're excited. We're all excited. So yeah, let's dive on into it. Spooky season's here. Take care, guys, and until next time, we'll see you later.
You need to put a mask on. I hate AJ girls don't wanna ask for. Catch me fucking poppin' wheelies, driving like the NASCAR.